Hello and welcome back to another Theory Thursday. Today we are talking about what are some of the first songs that you should learn on guitar. We'll talk about it. Today I have my Casio Duro on, also known as the Casio Marlin, because of this little marlin fish that's right on the face of it. I don't know if you can see that. It's right at the bottom of the face. Excuse me. So, no tie on today. Because I like this shirt and I wanted to wear it. So, if you've been enjoying these, please like and subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, it'll let you know when new videos come out. But I'll just let you know now. We got new videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays, we do our Tune Tuesdays. I pick a song. We go over the history of it. I play it. Thursdays are stuff like this, where I go over different theory concepts, some lessons, some suggestions on what to do with your playing, stuff like that. So, without further ado, what are some of the first songs you should learn on guitar? Let's go. Okay, so before I list some exact songs, there's 4 points that need to be made here. When you're learning guitar, you have to know why you want to learn, and there's no wrong answer, right? When you know, kids and teenagers, especially boy teenagers, they want to learn because they think it's gonna make them look really cool, and that was me. and here I am 18 years later. But just having a reason why you want to learn. Is it playing around the campfire? Is it writing your own songs? Is it just a hobby you want to pick up and be able to, you don't even have to share it with anyone. It could just be for you. But knowing why you're doing it will help you in the long run to stick to it. And that just kind of ties into this whole thing. So what are you looking for in the songs? It totally depends on what you're doing. If you just want to play around the campfire, then you should be looking for songs that only have 3 to 4 chords in them, which you'll probably be surprised that more often than not, chords pretty much only have 4 chords in them. And they should be songs you know. Okay, that's important, so that when you're learning these, you're playing and you can hear, okay, you know what? No, that doesn't sound quite right. What am I doing wrong? So you can catch your own mistakes. Because if it's a song you know what it's supposed to sound like, right? Okay, that's the first point. It's chords, songs with 3 to 4 chords, and songs you should know. Second, you should probably stick to songs with 1 key. Now, you don't need to totally know what that means at the beginning, but just as an example and a suggestion, try to stick to songs in the key of G, C, and D. Now, that doesn't mean that if a song that you're trying to learn isn't in one of those keys, you're not allowed to play it. No. First of all, you should want to learn how to do it, because you should overcome challenges, and we can do hard things, and that's good for us. But also, you can change the key of songs. You can change any song into any key you want. Sorry, I got like something in my nose. You can change any song to any key you want to make it easier on yourself. For example, most of the time, new students learn the chords of the key of G. G, C, D, E minor. Those are the most popular chords in the key of G. Okay? So if I'm looking at a song and the chords go C, G, A minor, F, well, I know that that's a 1, 5, 6, 4 progression in the key of C. I can just take that, transpose it to G, and now all of a sudden I'm playing chords that I know. Okay? So if you're looking up on Guitar Tabs or Chord Wiki or what, I don't know the sites anymore, but if you're looking up, songs and you're just running into roadblocks, like all these songs are in keys I don't know, there's usually a button somewhere that says transpose. And you can transpose down, you can transpose up, but play with that and see, can I transpose this song into a key that maybe I'm able to play. Okay, so that's point 2. Try to stick to keys that you know how to play, usually G, C, or D. Number 3, the most important thing here is that you should want to learn the song. You should want to learn whatever song you're trying to learn. Okay, that is going to be the deciding factor. If you get home after a long day and you see the guitar in the corner, are you going to pick it up? Right? Because if you have no desire to learn whatever song you have on your music stand, 9 times out of 10, you're not picking up that guitar. Okay, so it should be a song you want to learn. Okay, now that's point 3. Point 4, I have some songs listed here, but just as a suggestion, when you're starting off, it doesn't have to be exactly like whatever recording you're listening to. If you can get those chords down, and if you can't switch to them really quick, just start with 1 strum per chord. Take time to change your hand position, get your fingers where they're supposed to be, and then when the next chord comes, you're going to be ready. You can strum with the recording. Take your hand off, get ready for the next chord, strum for the next one. So just be patient with yourself, because it's just going to take some time. This never comes instantly. Okay, it never comes instantly. So that's number 4 is just start slow and just try strumming once per chord instead of whatever right hand technique they're doing. Okay, so here are some songs that I have for beginner students. Of course, this is just a general list. Usually we try to get songs that people know and love, but these are songs that most people know already. So first one on here I have is Amazing Grace. It's short, it's sweet, it's got a beautiful melody to it, and there's only 3 chords. Okay, easy peasy. It's a great starting song because everyone knows it, right? It's a real old hymn. Number 2 on here, this was one of my very first songs, was Good Riddance, Time of Your Life by Green Day. I absolutely love that song, and I wanted to learn it when I was a kid. That's why I stuck with it, was I was learning songs that I wanted to learn. So I have that here for any students that want to learn that as well, because I'm very familiar with the desire to know a song and want to learn how to play it, get it in your hands instead of just listening to it. So Good Riddance is another one that only uses 4 chords. Very popular, especially since John Mayer covered it back in 2000, what was that, 9? I don't know. Free Fallin', Tom Petty, right? A great song, especially to learn right-hand technique. Dun, 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 dun. Right? Using your hands together to play that lick that's totally in the chords, right? It's not a single note melody. It's your whole chord playing that. It's really cool. Also only uses 3 or 4 chords. Free Fallin', Tom Petty. Number 4 on here, I have Happy Birthday. Now, maybe this is probably the shortest song on this list, and maybe it's not one you even think of, but this is a song that's only 3 chords. And it's a song that you can whip out any time that someone's having a birthday, right? Everyone sings Happy Birthday. How often do you have an instrument to back everyone up? All right, keep everyone in the same key for once. Right? Happy Birthday. It's a great song for anywhere in the world to know how to play at any time, right? Birthdays happen all year, right? So, Happy Birthday. Number 5 on here, of course, I had to have a Beatles song. The Beatles are interesting because they were such prolific songwriters, and they really towed the line with some songs are very advanced theory-wise. And I don't know if that was their intention. I don't know if they were just playing what they thought sounded good. Some songs, are 2 chords, 3 chords, 4 chords max, right? And then some songs are like, where are you pulling these out of, right? What, like, it sounds amazing, and the theory all makes sense now, but when you were writing this, what made you pick that chord to, substitute this out? So The Beatles are really interesting, and I understand why there's whole college courses dedicated to analyzing their music. It's really fascinating. But for starting off, number 5 here, I have Let It Be. It's a nice slow song, beautiful melody. Most people know it, and it's only 3, maybe it's 4 chords. 4 chords max, but I think it might be 3. Let It Be. Of course, they had to have a Beatles song on here. And then number 6, I just put on here, most country songs are 3 or 4 chords, and they don't usually change keys. Most country songs are 3, 4 chords. Stuff like Folsom Prison Blues, pretty much any pop country, any Dan and Shay song, any Florida Georgia Line song, probably only 3 chords, sometimes 4. So if you're into country, guitar's going to be pretty nice for you. Just playing 1 key, 3 chords, that's all you're going to need to know if that's what you want to do. So just to recap here, what songs should you learn first on guitar? First off, find out what you're doing guitar for. So, number 1, try to find songs that are only 3 to 4 chords. Not to say you can't progress after that, but if you're just starting off, this will be easiest. 3 to 4 chords. And they should be songs you know. That's number 1. Number 2, stick to songs that have 1 key and they don't change in the middle, right? And for starting off, it's probably going to be the key of G. It's probably going to be the key of C or the key of D, okay? Because the key of G doesn't have any bar chords in the 1, the 4, the 5, and the 6. And C and D only have 1 bar chord each in the same chords. Number 3, it should be a song you want to learn, okay? That's the way you're going to stick with it. And number 4, start off slow. You don't need to be playing exactly like the recording, especially right away or ever, frankly. Like we already have Jimmy Page. We don't need Jimmy Page 2. We need you playing your version of it. You know what I mean? We need that. And I don't think that's said enough. So start off slow, and since you're just learning, it should be 1 strum per chord if you're starting off. Just so you can switch chords in time to be able to play in beat. You give yourself some grace with that. So, and just a recap of the songs I listed here: Amazing Grace, Good Riddance by Green Day, Free Fallin' by Tom Petty, Happy Birthday, Let It Be by the Beatles, and pretty much any country song. Obviously, there's going to be some outliers there, but a lot of country songs are 3, 4 chords. So hopefully you learned something. Hopefully it was a little helpful, and we'll see you for the next one.